What up, my gangsters? Yo guys, what's up? This is Dave, the open source gangster here. So I'm gonna get right down to it. I'm gonna show you how you can build CyanogenMod for your device straight from source. Now, in order to do this, there are quite a few things you're gonna need. First, you're gonna need a copy of a CyanogenMod ROM already built for your device. And that's just so we can take the necessary device blobs and specific files from that ROM. Next, you're going to need to have access to a computer running Mac OS X or Linux. Now, you can also do this through a virtual machine, and I'll actually demonstrate this using VirtualBox, so you can use that as well. Finally, you're going to need a lot of patience, because this whole process between downloading the source and making a build can take anywhere between 8 hours to 8 days. So, patience is definitely #1 value here. And that's it, so let's get to it.
Alright guys, now before we begin, just a little notice I want to throw out to you. This tutorial is targeted towards the more advanced users, so I'm going to assume that you're already familiar with basic Linux and Android operations, and you already have a Linux system or Mac OS X up and running, and you're kind of familiar with how to use it. So like I said, you do need Linux or Mac OS X to do this, or you can do this through VirtualBox, which I'm doing right now. I think it's easier to do it through a virtual machine, but whatever works with you. Now another thing I want to point out is there are going to be a lot of links I'm going to be posting in Terminal for this, like left and right, like tons of stuff we're going to need to download. I'm going to post all the links on my webpage at opensourcegangster.com, so just head over there and I'll obviously post a link in the description. But just go in there and literally just copy and paste the links, because I mean, even to try to put on the screen and for you to copy it, that's going to be really hard, so just copy and paste it. And another side note, this tutorial is compiled from different sources. I took some information from CyanogenMod's wiki page, some from XA developers, and of course there are 1,000 ways to do what I'm about to show you, but I think this is the easiest way. And just note that even though this video might be not that long, this is like a 5-hour process. So let's get to step 1. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is add the bin folder to your bash RC file, so we can use it as a path. Now if you're asking, well, what bin folder? Well, we haven't created it yet, but we will in a little bit. But let's first add it as a path, just to make life easier. So in terminal, type in sudo get it, that little squiggly thing, /bashrc, hit enter. Okay, and as you see right here, we have our bash RC file. So at the end of it, what we want to do is scroll all the way down, and I already added it, but you want to add in this line, export path, that $. I'm bad at all these symbols, I can't remember the actual term they mean, in a bin right there. So make sure you add that just at the bottom of your bash RC. I also have ADB set up. This is really not required for this tutorial, but I mean, if you really want to do ADB, it's not that hard to set up. Okay, so make sure you have that, save it. Then go back into your terminal, and let's just reload it. Now you can also reboot your computer to reload a bash RC file. Right. In terminal, type in the following, and there we go, that reloaded bash. And make sure you spell it right, because as you see, I kind of spelled it wrong the first time. Alright, step 2, preparing our build environment. So what we're going to do, we're going to have to download a lot of just software development stuff. So the software JDK, and also some libraries. So like I said, I'll have all this available on my webpage where you just copy and paste it, because actually that's what I'm doing right now. But just know, you're going to have to download a whole lot. So I'm legit just copy and pasting everything I have to download, hit enter, and it's going to download the necessary packages, and I already have them download installed. And in addition, if you're running a 64-bit system, there's a few more packages which you're going to have to download. So once again, they're on my webpage. And just know I got these from the CyanogenMod wiki page too, so if you want to go there and check them out, they're there as well. Here we go. And once again, just install those packages. So once you have those installed, you're ready to go on to step 3. Okay, step 3, making a few directories. So what we want to do is make 2 directories, first a bin directory, and a second directory to hold your CyanogenMod source code. So you can do it through a GUI obviously, or we do it through terminal, just by typing mkdir p, and then a little squiggly thing, bin, and that makes our bin directory. And we also want to make a directory to hold the CyanogenMod source, like I said. Now I'm going to call it CM10.2 just because I already have the source code downloaded and it's in a CyanogenMod 10.2 folder, and that just makes it easier for me to show you. But of course, you can call it this directory wherever you want. Just note that I'm always going to refer to it as CyanogenMod 10.2, CM10.2. So cm10.2, but like I said, you can call it whatever you want, and enter. Alright, step 4, installing a repo. So once again, this is going to be another copy and paste scenario, so just do that. And like I said, I'm grabbing this right from my webpage, and you can also find it on CyberMod's wiki page. So we're going to copy where we're going to download the repo file from, paste it right here, enter, and then we're going to change the permission just so it's executable. So the good old fashioned chmod, and paste that right there, and bam. Alright, step 5, initializing the CyberMod source and downloading the source code. So first we want to change directory to our CyberMod source folder that I want to be in. So once again, for me it's cm10.2, but for you it might be something else. So cd cm10.2, there we go. Now we need to initialize the repo file. Now this is where we go to GitHub and get the source code from whatever version of CyberMod we want. As you can probably assume, since I'm doing cm10.2, I'm going with CyberMod 10.2. However, if you want to go with 10.1, you can change to 10.1 or even 10.0 or 9.0, etc. So I'm just going to copy and paste this repo line right here. And once again, if you want to change it to a different version of CyberMod, for example 10.1, then you have 10.1, but I want 10.2, I'm going to keep it like that, and then I'm going to hit enter. And right here, it's going to verify identity. If this is your first time using GitHub, the repo on GitHub, you're probably going to be asked to type in your email address and name, so just do that, just to be safe and don't be alarmed. And also, make sure when it says repo has been initialized, make sure it says home, your directory, and the CyberMod source directory. First time I did this, I really wasn't paying attention, and I found like over 20 gigs of source code in my home folder, and that really wasn't fun to deal with. So make sure it's in the right directory. Then when you're ready, type in repo, sync, and hit enter. Now this will begin a very long process of downloading over 15 to 20 gigs of source code. And like I said, depending on your internet connection, this could take between 4 hours to 4 days. So just pause this video, come back in like a few hours, and see what happens. Okay, congratulations. You made it through like the hardest part of the tutorial, which is wading through that long source code download. Now we're almost halfway done. So next what we need to do is get the pre-built apps. So navigate to your vendor CyberMod folder. So what we're going to do is we're now already in our CyberMod folder. But we'll just do this. CyberMod CD, our folder 10.2 /vendor/cm. So just do whatever folder you have right here. Like I said, 10.2. Go for the vendor and cm. Enter. We're in that folder. Now you want to type in period get /get dash prebuilts. And hit enter. And it's going to get the prebuilt apps for the code. Alright, step 7. Getting the device specific code. Now to do this, what we're going to do is navigate back to our CyberMod cm10.2 folder. So cd cm10, wow, can't type, 10.2. Okay, now what we're going to do is type in source build env setup.sh, and then type in breakfast, and your device name. So I'm using a Sprint HTC1, so my name's going to be M7SPR. If you don't know your device name, just do a quick Google search. You'll find out within like a few seconds. But type in that in your device name and hit enter. And it's going to look for the necessary files and download that. And as you see, I already did that. Alright, step 8. Extracting the proprietary blobs or device specific files. Now, I like to show this using an existing zip file. If you really want to, you can connect your device and use ADB and pull the files that way. I think it's a little more complicated and makes life a little more difficult, and I like making life easy. So let's just do it through a zip file. So as you can see right here, I had my already built CyberMod zip file right here. This is right from, I believe, CyberMod's nightly build folder, possibly. I don't really remember, but I have that zip right there. So what we're going to do is we want to extract that and pull the device specific files from that. So first, let's make a directory called original. So CD, make sure in your home folder, and go mkdir, and then little squiggly thing, original. Okay, now we have our original directory. Original directory. So what we're going to do is extract the zip folder to that directory. I'm a big fan of GUI, so I'm just going to use the GUI system to do it. Go to, here we go, and where is it? Right there. Extract, and I extracted it, but I'm just going to replace all. Okay, cool. So extracted our files. So now what we're going to do is we want to navigate back to our CyanogenMod source code folder and to our device name. So type in this, change directory, go to CyanogenMod 10.2, once again, name it to your appropriate folder, device, HEC. Once again, if you're not using HE phone, just replace it with appropriate folders correlating to your device. M7 SPR. Okay, now inside of there, type in the following. .extract /original. Hit enter. And there we go. I just want to extract the particular libraries and files from that zip that's pertaining to our device to our newly built CyanogenMod ROM. Okay, we are on the big step, starting the build. So what we want to do is type in the following. Croat, and then type in brunch, these names, and your device model name. So for me, SPR, and once again, you want to use your device, and hit enter. And now it's going to start the build process of building a ROM. Depending on computer hardware, this could take a while. With my Core i7 and 16 gigs of RAM, it took maybe 45 minutes. So just sit back and give that time. Alright, so hopefully you made through this without any build errors. And at the end, you should see something that says package complete. And this tells you the location of your CyanogenMod zip. And as you can see, it's in your out target product and device name folder. So let's go to there. So we're going to open up the Explorer. Let's go to that folder. CyanogenMod 10.2. Out. Targets. Product. And let's see, and it's build 818 right here. And there you have it. You officially have your own CyanogenMod built. So this is ready. Right now, if you really want to, you can transfer this to your device and flash it. This is a full working ROM. Everything will work. You can take your device, you can flash it, and you'll have a working version of CyanogenMod. So alright guys, so this has been how to build your own CyanogenMod ROM. I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully you got some good information out of this. Like I said, this is really not a hard process. It's actually fairly easy. It's just a long process. And you just need to have patience, but it's really cool what you can do with this. And obviously, you can even customize in the future. You can customize what goes in here. You can change the apps. You can do whatever you want to do to this ROM when you build it, and just have everything right in front of you. And it's kind of cool to be able to build your own ROM right from source. And remember every so often to go back and do a repo sync to update the repository or your source code pretty much, so it's always up to date. And yeah, so it's just really awesome. And like I said, this whole tutorial is compiled from multiple different sources, just bring them together. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more galvanizing videos. Thanks.